My sec, I gotta go. Remember the steps and believe in me who believes in you.
So my other character is named Lars Blackstrand, right?
Yes, Lars Blackstrand is.
This is Cars. This is Cars Blackstrand.
Was he named after Cars Carmax? Are you a cleric of Cars Carmax?
You know what? Yes, I'm a cleric of Cars Carmax.
You'd better be with a name like Cars.
Is that spelled with a K or a C? Now I have to know.
C. Yeah, it's Cars Carmax, like C-A-R-M-A-X. Well, the name was originally what? Termax? Yeah, and I paid good channel points to alter that to Cars Carmax.
Would this character have 0 experience?
Yeah. So, whenever Bard becomes a class, you have to introduce your cousin. Bars.
Oh no.
Yes.
Blackstrand.
I'll have Lars, Cars, and Bars.
He doesn't sing, he raps.
Yes. He got
Bars.
I'm probably gonna keep my camera off tonight. Bro, I look a mess right now.
I bet you're beautiful.
Cheers.
Thanks.
It's a good night to show up to game. We are going to start making money hand over fist.
We'll see how the 12 hours did for her today.
No, you can read.
Okay,
Oh, really?
So we just gotta come back during full moon. Yeah.
Crazy.
Awesome. My brain's
So
gonna
like multimedia. There we go.
Yes, I did.
Certainly, thank you for opening that cloud thing for me. She quite literally calmed down after I put it on her little bassinet. It's a light up cloud, so it does all the colors, and then it plays a lullaby. Yeah, it's working well.
It's doing the trick. Oh, did I show you guys my new panda that I got yesterday?
Oh, please show me. Oh, that was so cute!
Oh, whoa, that's dope.
That's my new friend. I picked him up yesterday during International Panda Day.
What'd you name
I
him?
love that.
I have a Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yes.
I have not Beast Word. I have.
A Yoshi.
Oh,
I have
that's
a whole
so
lot
cool
of
too.
pandas.
I have Squatch Funko from the Seattle Supersonics that aren't a basketball team anymore.
Yeah, right?
I have the first panda Will ever bought me.
I also have Prince Vegeta Funko Pop.
Oh yeah, who?
Prince Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
No, not you. Beast Word.
Oh.
But it was
It's an inside joke, kind of.
it was literally in my car for the longest time, so the back of it's sun bleached on the black.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm honestly worried that my Aquabats flag is gonna start getting sun bleach hanging in the window here.
Oh dude, especially in summertime there, I would be worried too.
Oh, the map is unlocked.
What?
We've done it. We've
Quick,
beaten the
all of us.
dungeon. Hurry. Number the rooms.
Somebody screenshot this.
Quick. Alright, Prof.
It
Ready
does
to
that
Didn't I
start?
do that last week?
Oh, damn it, I just did that dab, but you know what? You know what? bowl too. I got some Casper's Cake #1. My buddy, I went to help him install a rooftop tent on his Jeep.
Yeah.
Long
Damn.
story short, technical difficulty. We weren't able to get it on. He's got to re-drill holes in it. Because,
Are you serious?
because Jeep's luggage racks like to taper inward at the back.
Yeah.
So what barely fit at the front was definitely not enough room at the back.
Man.
So we installed the mounting brackets. We hoisted it up on top of the Jeep. We got the front two brackets like installed and almost screwed on. I'm glad I didn't like tighten them past the Loctite. And then we realized that the back was definitely not going to fit. So we took some measurements, pulled the thing back off, and then wound up dragging it around the back side of his house so we can sit on his back porch for the next week until I was able to get back over and help him put back up there. I'm hoping I can get over there before then. It's realistically the next time I've got off. Right click and download the internet.
Download all of the internet.
Every kilobyte.
I want it all.
Every single byte must be used.
I definitely don't want the entire internet.
I don't.
No, I don't either.
Nor do I.
There's plenty on the internet that I do not want.
Same.
That being said, there's plenty on the internet that I do want.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
I don't know how to take compliments. Stop it.
If I had a dollar.
I get all awkward. Yeah, right? The language barrier is fair.
Is English not your first language?
Not in the slightest.
Oh, I knew that about you, actually.
Yeah.
Just over here kind of talking on autopilot that I break up.
It's quite fine. I get it. I'm over here, one hand on a binky, the other one on a keyboard.
No, that's a conversation that happens.
It'd be like that.
Right?
Right? Oh no! No!
So let's get even more high because I did that dab a little early and these were a little bit.
Yeah, just smoked a whole wolf.
Aw,
without you,
shame.
had stuff going.
Ours is
He
being-
wasn't ready.
He wasn't
But
But
ready.
he was number one. Okay. I'm just scooting you over and I'm gonna tuck you in because
One day.
you keep stealing it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers!
What did what BC?
You already know.
Well,
It involves a tree.
Boo-doo-boo-boo.
Yeah, I don't think I'll recommend bringing granddog up a tree.
Oh no.
Damn it, my bowl piece got stuck. It's fucking hot.
Get out, kid. You're not going in there.
I'm pretty sure that meme has happened to us exactly at Tridia.
What are you guys doing? Nothing. You want in on this? Fuck yeah.
Get up here, mutt. Took you long enough to find us.
Oh man, I remember that one time that
At
I
Bang
don't
Camp.
remember who it was. Like they came out for one event or whatever, and I just walked by their tent. And it's like I stopped and then I knocked on the door and they're like, "Yes." It's like, I recommend you follow me. I can show you how to do that properly. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, dude, I can smell that outside.
Like,
I took him down
that's
to the
a
back
good way.
pass.
Good way to get yourself kicked out of this event.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we can't do it up here. We can do it over there. There it goes. Like, they know, but
They know, but as long as we do it away from sight,
yep.
they're not really caring too much about it.
I
As
would
long
be-
as you're not, as long as you're not
Easy.
getting blasted and coming in for a fight.
I mean,
Well, obviously. You know,
other
like,
people.
Yeah. Two of us just run up. We're not late. We're not late.
Yeah, we know. Slot starts in 10 minutes. Oh, bet.
Cool. We'll be back in 5.
uh,
If only it was a joke.
if only it was a joke. Vel and Rob are late for so many quests. What are you guys doing? Hanging out in the Mushroom Cave?
Picking mushrooms. No, okay, so I had a character. He's a half troll. His name was Ra, right? Last name Sta. Son of Ma, who was the chieftain of their tribe. But so
Well, this is what the live sound test is for.
Right.
I'm in.
Hey, look,
Alright.
look at that.
but
They can hear
Ra-
you guys, that's all that matters.
Yeah, right. They don't. No one needs to hear the DM.
Right? Yeah,
Who
as
needs
long
to
as you
sit in?
guys can. Your
Right.
reactions will, tell
Theater
the
of the
story.
mind.
That'll sell it all.
Hmm.
But so Ra lived in a cave that grew all different types of mushrooms, and Ra happened to be obsessed with mushrooms, and I had bought all of these little like plastic and clay, like tiny mushroom figurine, little statuettes, and I would keep them secreted away in all of my pockets that I had, and I have pockets on pockets on pockets in my garb. You know, I play rogue thief characters, so pockets fucking everywhere. But I would have little mushrooms tucked away in like every other pocket, and all the time I would just like pull one out and role play eating mushrooms just everywhere I go, and I would always offer them to people. And anytime, not anytime, but randomly, if I would hand someone a mushroom, they take it from me and take a bite from it. The dungeon master effectively was like, what's your rank of resist toxin?
Just enough.
Well, no, like people would tell me like, oh man, you the world doesn't look right to you. Meanwhile,
These are
like
getting a
my
little
character
trippy.
subsists on eating mushrooms, like that's what he eats all day every day, and they never ask me to make any saves, so like I'm just immune to them, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good place to be.
She's mad at me right now. Made her do tummy time for 20 minutes.
So we left off in
With water. We needed to get
I think
water
you guys
pouches
have
or something?
left Dwimmermount. Yeah, you guys wanted to get more water pouches for the Azoth Spring. Remind me, were you guys outside Dwimmermount? I think you had made it back to the
Yeah.
cart. When
yeah,
left
we had
off.
made it outward.
Yeah, I was gonna see about getting like a banded and lacquered barrel.
Yeah.
I
So, yeah.
remember heading out. I don't remember if we made it out because I had gone off
Yeah, we got it back out to the front and we were about to head back into town to go resupply.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys make the short journey back to town pretty swiftly. Let me pull up the Huntsburg. There we go. Okay. So you arrive in Muntberg without an issue. There is a general store if you would like to purchase a barrel.
I was gonna go and find the dwarves.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons. But first, I would like to present to the dwarves the fact that we have this refined Azoth, and that we have the capabilities of providing them with much, much more of it.
The Dwarven House identifies itself pretty obviously in the front, as there are two large pillars with dwarves carved into the stone in front of them.
I swear we better see that table in there.
It fucking better be.
Yes. Yeah, as the party enters the living chambers for the dwarves, you see off to the left a large
And
dining table sitting in the middle of the dining room and connected to a fairly large kitchen compared to the one that you had seen in Dwimmermount.
before we go in, I'm going to, because, you know, my charisma is 12, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmitz is only a 6, but he speaks Dwarven and I don't. I'm going to rehearse to him what I once said in Dwarven, at least for, like, the introduction sales, but I can't, you know, obviously reply through him. So, I expect when they first reply to him, he's going to turn to me and be like, so they said this, and then that all breaks down. But the more or less, I want to walk in and have him inquire, or not inquire, but present to them the Azoth and let them know that more is available should they be interested in acquiring it. And then also to inquire as to whether or not they have any smiths that are skilled enough to work adamantine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so they greet you warmly. They're happy to see you, and they kind of show you around the more than modest home that they've acquired.
As I would imagine.
As far as being able to smith the adamantine, one of them is actually apprenticing with the local smithy and armorer. However, he's not quite confident of his ability to be able to alter adamantine. What did you have in mind?
Oh, I would draw out the hammer, and then I draw out my mace, and I want you to replicate this goat head on the hammer, even if it's just like carving a ghost likeness into the side of it. It needs to have Hofferkanunger on here.
He kind of examines it closely. Well, perhaps with some time I could heat and chisel away at it enough to perhaps give one of the heads of the hammer like the appearance of like the snout of a goat. And some sort of kind of curly knotwork off the back end to give it the appearance of the horns. He doesn't think he could carve it outright, but just enough to give it some depth on both ends.
Like I said, I'm
Probably
just trying to.
take him a couple of days' time.
Well, are you confident in your ability to do it now, or would you rather take some more time learning?
Well, if you'd like to leave it with me for longer, perhaps I could come up with something a little bit more ornate looking.
Oh, I can return later. However, I'm hard pressed to leave it when we venture back into Dwimmermount.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, leave it with me for a week's time, perhaps.
So I do very much respect and appreciate your honesty about your level of skill, and I very much have enjoyed so far all the dealings that I have had with you, and would very much like to continue amicable relations.
And he proceeds to bang on the dining table. He said, well, you retrieved and, more importantly, returned a family heirloom. A lot of you will be seen as friends of this house for the foreseeable future. If this hammer were made of steel, I could work it as needed in a matter of days. However, unfortunately, adamantine is quite a bit stronger.
I was simply I'm aware that your people are far more renowned in their skill smithing metals than are mine, and hence I figured I would ask with you first, and ultimately I will wait until you feel you're confident in your skills, because I would much rather have dwarven hands craft this than human.
He examines it a little bit closer. I truly appreciate that. It is quite the relic. And did you tell him that you wanted it to resemble Hofferkanungur?
Yeah. I don't know how dwarves feel about Hofferkanungur, but you know.
Oh, big fan. Big fan.
Oh,
the goats are the mules to the dwarves. Pack animals, essentially.
Yeah. Then I'm sure he's more than happy to do this.
So did you want to leave it with him now, or you want to wait then?
No. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna let him keep learning, and I'll return to him at a future date and inquire about his skill level then. In the meantime, I will simply use it as is.
Well, if that's the case, is there anything else we can do for you? It's good to have you here. Perhaps you would like to stay for supper. It'll be dark soon.
Oh,
we never turned out a feast.
Yeah, I mean, it would be rude to say no to that. I don't know that I've ever had dwarven cooking. I'm rather excited to try it.
He says, well, I hope you're ready. And he slams several steins of mead down on the table.
This is how I get a dwarven John Jacob Jingleheimer. And meet one of their ladies.
Dwarven Jingleheimer Schmidt.
And the series of dwarves that you met and some others begin to fill the halls around you, taking up seats at the dining table.
I lost my audio. Give me 25 seconds till I get it back. Voice meter is a potato.
Rip.
These things happen.
I apologize, everybody. I should have taken care of this before we started doing. Professional streamer, look at me. At least it doesn't cut my microphone, so I can
at least
still,
we can hear you.
And talk over everybody else.
Right.
You know? But I can hear everything again, so there's that.
Oh, good. Oh, that shit cracks me up. So yeah, they begin to party and drink around you. If anyone would like to partake in the drinks and merriment, you're more than welcome to do so.
I'll fucking partake in that.
All right, how much are you drinking?
2 ales.
I'm drinking as much as my body can handle.
Okay, I like that answer.
Until I can't drink anymore.
Okay. Yeah, Lars, go ahead and make a poison saving throw.
You know what's wild? My wizard has the highest constitution.
I love this version of D&D.
I have to roll higher, right?
Yeah, you have to roll higher than the number.
I'm sorry, it was poison save we're making?
Yeah. I passed it.
Hey!
I got mine's a 12 and I got a 14.
Lars Blackstrand is no stranger to the party, and you are able to drink to your heart's content tonight.
Yes, the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt brothers all made their saves.
Yeah. So the drinking and merriment commences, and Choice failed her poison and death saving throw.
Rip.
Yeah, if you want to get in here, just hop in the Discord and we'll fix the cams and all that good shit. What was I saying? Yes, so you guys drink with the dwarves, and their favor of you only continues to grow over the night as they see you nearly best them in your consumption abilities. I'm going to give you guys +2 for your poison saving throws for 24 hours.
Drinking with the dwarves. We gotta do this tomorrow.
Now keep in mind, if you do
Agreeable.
it too often, then you'll begin to have minuses to your poison saves as your liver begins to consume
Be
itself.
alcoholics. Oh yeah, I would also ask them if they're interested in helping erect the statue of Hofferkanung in the halls of Dwimmermount.
They kind of look at each other in a drunken daze. Anything for you, mates. Why not?
Excellent, because I've already commissioned the statue and it should be finished in the morning.
They're like, oh, heavy lifting. Aye, we're good at that too.
Heavy lifters.
Right? And that's the best time to recruit help.
Right.
Right.
You always notice your buddy takes you out drinking before he tells you he's moving.
Yes.
Mhm. Damn, dude, that's like that's a realization in life that I have not had until you mentioned it. And I
Oh my
almost made it
God.
30 years. Shit. Oh, man.
I was gonna say, do you drive a pickup truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel that pain.
Like you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm 6'6", and I drive a pickup truck. So like, you know, big dude, pickup truck. I get hit on both ends of that, man. Like,
Right? Like, why rent a U-Haul when Prof is around?
when I exist.
Yeah. I don't have the 8-foot bed though. I got the Tacoma. I got the 6-footer, but
Yeah, I've only got a 6-foot bed.
It'll
too,
do the
and
thing.
I've got a bed cover, so I'm not ideal for moving because I can't stack your dresser in my truck.
Right?
You know,
Get your fucking U-Haul.
it's only as high as the side of the bed. You know, I've got a flat cover. I keep all my camping gear in my truck at all times. Like I could go get in the truck, drive up to the mountain. I've got my tents in there. I've got my sleeping bag.
Mhm.
Ready to go.
That's the
Like
way,
some people
man.
have a bug out bag. My truck is just good to go.
Yeah. My metal toolbox in the truck bed is basically just camping. Well, actually, I took it out recently, but for the longest time, my camping gear was just rattling
It was
around.
definitely
That's the ticket, man.
They've got a bug out bag. I've got a bug out bed.
Right. So you also inform the dwarves of the Azoth fountain and the
Oh no! We tell them that we are capable of providing them with a steady supply of acid.
Smart.
Once a
smart.
month, we can get them a large quantity.
You say, we don't wish to venture too deep into the caves of Dwimmermount. The halls are treacherous enough. But if you were able to find a source, good on you. We would certainly be happy to purchase it. Well, typically as much as you would have available, we could purchase. That being said, we could talk price at a later date when we're any kind of hiccups. What was I saying?
As off.
A Hofferkanung. Glug, glug, glug.
All right. And they all cheers with you. When is your statue due to be commissioned? Say a week?
Should be due in the morning. You gave me 2 weeks, but we did venture out there and spend some time in the dungeon and travel back. And isn't it like 2 days there and back or whatever?
No, it's about half a day. to get
Oh,
there. and
okay,
back.
so-
So you guys
So then
probably
probably
about
another
3
week and a
days.
half.
Yeah, yeah.
I would tell him in another week and a half. He should be ready. I wouldn't have said in the morning. I would have given him the proper time.
Okay. Yeah, so they're happy to agree to help
Oh,
you
hell
move the
yeah.
statue. Skits with the boss kill. Big hype.
What did that boss kill?
Too bad.
You need more of the hidden luck stat.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's because I'm worshipping Hoffakonungra and not RNGesus.
Right.
I still want to roll up a character who's a cleric of RNGesus. That is like another lifelong goal of mine for D&D.
That is the pinnacle
Surprised
right
nobody did this yet.
there. Right?
I mean,
No,
you gotta have
this.
it. Oh,
I swear, man.
Don't put it out there if you don't want it happening.
So, is there anything else that you guys have to do in town before returning to the mountain? Anybody need torches?
more oil for my
we-
lantern.
We practically used, yeah, a lamp the whole time. Because that lamp is 4 hours long, we found
Man,
out.
I got like 3
Got him!
t-shirts on the ground over here.
In your general direction. Your mother was a hamster.
A hamster,
and
and your
your
father
father
smelled of
Elderberry.
elderberries. Both of which were era-appropriate insults.
I get copyright
Right.
on every single fucking recording of this because of that one. I don't care.
I'm not removing it.
No, send it. Until I get like, more than 200 views on YouTube, I don't give a shit, dude. Come at me, YouTube. I don't mean that, Papa Google. I lied. You stay as far away from me as possible. So I heard oil lamps, and then I took my shirt off. What are we doing?
You're welcome.
Oil lamps and a lacquered barrel, metal banding.
Okay.
I would also like to get a torch bearer for Lars.
Oh, you know what?
The torchbearer kit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be 28 gold. Comes with
You ready to see the real money happen?
6 torches, a spear, a large sack, giggity, and an adventurer's kit.
Yep.
The oil lamp. How much is that sucker worth? I only need... Does it count as a weapon? Shit. The weapon table. I really need like a more concise item table. Oh, formerly DM. Oil lantern, 10 gold. And 6 pints of oil are 12 gold. So 2 gold per pint. 1 pint will fill it for 24 turns. 4 hours.
Are you guys ready to see the real money farm?
Yep. Fuck yeah.
I will give you the month.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
I'll give you the month.
I honestly was gonna put for a month on there originally, and and then I erased for a month and put Kappa.
What it's gonna cost you. I hope you're ready for some Dwimmermount.
Oh no.
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 What happens now is instead of the dangers of Dwimmermount, we have to face werewolves running rampant on the surface.
Man, yeah, as you guys travel, let's make that happen. Fuck it. That sounds wonderful.
I knew exactly what the repercussions of this were going to be, and that is that werewolves are now going to just like go crazy.
Quick thing. Can I take a little bit of time to find a third mercenary?
Yeah, you'd be able to hire them at the
Uh,
tavern easily.
Oh yeah, Beastborg, you want to hire a mercenary, don't you?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. I
So
didn't
yeah,
know.
they'll hire on for half of a share until
Give them half of
your
my share.
inevitable death, and then they will. No, not half of your share, but half of they count as half of a share towards the party split.
Okay, no problem.
I could have
See out of the
sworn
kitchen.
werewolf was a thing. Oh, it is. See, lycanthrope. Good.
It's not just wolf.
At least it tells me where to find it. It's like, you looked under wolf. It's not here.
I'm gonna be in and out. She's fighting her nap.
Okay. Wow, I really like this full moon idea. This is brilliant. I like where you're
You're
going with
welcome.
this.
We're gonna die.
Yep.
It's gonna be horrible, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's not gonna be good. They travel
All I
in
gotta
packs
say
of
is
5 or more. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and we've got to get silver weapons. I mean, okay, my
Yeah,
hammer
I mean-
won't work because it's +1.
Yeah,
rest of
magical
you need-
damage will
The
definitely.
rest of you need silver or magic weapons. Luckily, we have dwarven smiths. And if
I
we bring
need
them-
another longsword.
If we bring them a bunch of silver and say, "Hey, you want to silver our weapons?" They'll probably do it for us.
So I'll tell you how we're going to do this. We're going to, let's see. Check an audio real quick. Okay, wonderful. So as you awaken, in the dwarven abode, they have several bedrooms and so on. As you step outside, you realize that the moon, though it was waning, is now full. And it's sitting at about 10 o'clock in the sky.
What?
And appears to be rising instead of falling. Big boss. Oh, choice hand skits. Good job. Very nice. That's fucking teamwork.
You see John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt immediately on his face is a look that is both extremely concerned and excited at the same time. Because, like, in his head, he's thinking, oh, dollar bills, y'all. But he's also thinking, what the fuck is wrong? The moon should not be doing that right now.
But mainly the dollar bills is what he's thinking.
Very
Oh, yeah.
few people, if anyone in the town, really pays any mind to it. Phineas would probably also notice the change in the lunar cycle.
No, I got plastered last night, but the moon was close to full. When I went to bed.
No, as a matter of fact, it was coming away from full. The moon was fading.
Well, that town's probably deleted now. Thinking of some random riverside town that he's walked upon at some point in his past.
So would you guys like to attempt your first trip back to Dwimmermount? The trip there and back will take a day.
Yeah, and yeah, let's go ahead and set off to get some Azov. You know, how much was the barrel?
Oh,
3.
yeah, 3 barrels.
He
I was
said.
gonna- I might buy 2 of them.
It'll definitely fit on our wagon.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say based on leather armor being 20 and a lantern being, what was it, 10? Barrel is also going to be,
10?
yeah, I'm feeling 10.
I'll pay 10 for a barrel. And
And
I'll
you
buy
could
2 of them. So I got 'em.
probably, yeah, you could probably put 2 of them on the cart.
Oh, I also get some rope. And do the barrels come with lids?
Yes. They
Okay.
are sealable.
Okay.
you
Do we
might
have a hammer
want
for that lid?
Yes.
I do have hammers.
50 foot of rope is 5 gold.
All right, so I'll take 100.
Sweet. The shopkeeper at the general store greets you warmly and hands you the equipment that you guys are seeking. His name is Tayson, if anybody cares.
Little tasting.
Tayson. Little Tayson?
Mhm.
Little Tastin?
Little Tayson. He's but a normal man. And he appears to have a couple of small leather pouches on his belt. He also carries a exceptional looking sword on him.
Nice.
I like that. Would he be open for mercenary missions?
Well, I have to keep my shop here, as all of my sons had perished in battle.
Do you know anyone who would be open to mercenary missions other than you?
I'm sure you could find someone at the inn. As I was saying, if you want a henchman, then we'll just assume you could hire one pretty swiftly.
Perfect. Sorry, I missed that because I was
We'll
dealing.
say in the market square there is.
What if my brother here watches the shop for you? Will you take his place in the dungeon?
Yeah, right?
I'm
And he
kidding.
kind
I'm
of
not
scratches his gray bearded face. He's like, I think I'm too old for that these days. You could try to
I
convince
imagine
him.
he's a retired adventurer. You'd probably be better off buying the sword from it.
That's true. You said it's silver?
No, it's just
Or it's-
exceptional looking. Hello, Blurry.
I see you have a sword on your hip. How much would you let it go for?
Ah, yes. This is probably one of my favorite blades. I had gifted it to my son. When he died in battle, it was returned to me.
Do you think your son would want it to continue battle?
Only to the vagrants that attempt to rob me.
Well, I don't want to rob you, but I would like to offer you a proposition.
What do you have?
I'll give you 200 gold. And I'll bring it back to you once I'm done with it.
Go ahead and make a charisma check.
That is a 19 plus 2.
Says, aye, my lady. You do look quite capable. But I cannot part ways with this blade.
Don't you want to roll under your stat for BF?
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. I don't roll low.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Saturday. You found your system.
Right.
400 gold.
He shakes his head. No. Not unless you could bring the soul of my son back to this world. I don't think I could part with it.
Oh, if only I were still a follower of Dawn, I could.
Right.
Right.
Alas, Hofferkanungar is great.
As a background, like, you'll probably find something better in Dwimmermount anyway, but it is a mighty blade.
Fuck. No, I really have to roll low.
I was just thinking about having another magic weapon in the party for when we encounter werewolves.
Right.
And
Oh,
we'd be the only one that can fight them. Like, come on.
Hey, if
the
you
only
roll
way
in
I'm gonna
chat,
roll
you're
it.
low. Beastie
I'm
with the
just
big bad.
I'm
Big
very
heights.
tempted to just like stab him. I'm very tempted to
Oh,
just take the
you're-
sword. From
no, no,
him.
no, 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 no.
that's
No.
how
can
you
do
lose characters.
Whatever you'd like.
I'm telling you right now,
I said
Beastborn.
I'm tempted, but I'm not going to.
I'm telling you right now. Just remember, the man said he doesn't do that anymore, which means he
No.
most likely led a life full of Dwimmermount delving or similar activities. You know, like this man is probably like an 18th level fighter and ready to cut anybody's head off.
With the sword.
Yeah,
Better
it's
work.
Plus
beautiful.
the
Proper.
guards pacing
Leave
outside,
Pacing alone.
and
Yeah.
It's fine. You can take.
you could certainly try.
I mean, if you assault this man, there's a good chance my character will strike you with his hammer.
I'm gonna claim not to know you.
Like, I am lawful.
I'm not gonna do it. It was just a thought.
It's usually
Just
my
saying.
first thought. Anytime we befriend someone in Dark and Darker, I'm like, well, what's
Can
he
we take
got
her
on him,
stuff?
though?
Yeah.
It's like,
Like,
if you
is he
drop
wearing
that,
any
I
blue
won't
coat?
kill you. How's that grab you?
It's like,
And
well,
then
I am a level
his ranger
41
friend
heroine.
shoots you in the head with a crossbow from across the room. Fuck!
Fucking typical.
Actually, a good idea.
Right? Like, listen here, bud. There's 3 of us and 3 of you. You're outnumbered.
Yeah. This
This barbarian here, he's crazy. Okay?
He doesn't care about his own
Oh.
life. He will die first. He will kill you all.
He doesn't
and
care about
die.
his life, our
Yeah,
lives,
he's
anybody.
not
He's
great.
here for the loot.
God, it was a
He's
few
in,
days
he's in
ago.
basic gear. What does he have so
I told Psycho, I said, put your shoes on and count to 20 for me. And it took him a second to get it.
Oh, shit.
So she's getting hella feisty.
Aw.
So I'm gonna attempt to do the evening portion with you guys, and then I might have to get going because she's on a schedule now.
Okay. Well, let's we'll try and get one run in, and then go from there.
Yeah, so
Why
we
not?
take our 2 lacquered barrels with us,
Okay.
strapped to the wagon. Or cart. We don't have a wagon, we have a cart.
hmm And you guys.
No, it's a wagon.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I have
yeah.
mule and wagon written down.
Then we'll strap them to the wagon.
I paid
That's
for
right,
that shit.
Frank has a cart.
Mhm.
And yeah, we take our happy asses on up to oh wait, I was gonna get a couple of goats too.
Oh yeah.
Goaty, 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 goats.
Let's see. Where could you buy some goats? We'll say just outside the outer wall of Muntberg.
Okay.
You could
Or if the
purchase
dwarves
them
had
from
any
one of the
goats.
farmers. Not within the city limits,
That's cool.
but outside.
How much for a goat? Like
Let's
a
see.
good healthy goat.
So a horse is 40 gold. We'll call it a pony is 35. 20 gold for a goat.
That's a steal of a deal. I'm getting 2.
All right. So you approach one of the farmers on your way back through the forest to grandmother's house,
Mm-hmm.
The
and
trees.
he's happy to part ways. Are they male goats?
Preferably.
Okay.
Oh my god, no. They're gonna piss everywhere.
All over their own faces. That's cool.
She knows.
Blech.
And they proceed. Are you going to have them draw the wagon?
No, the wagons are gonna follow behind the wagon. The mule draws the wagon.
Oh, that's right.
And when
yeah.
we get to the side path, we're gonna leave the wagon and the mule there with John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna carry the barrels up with the goats. And then when the barrels are full, I'm gonna tie one barrel between the both goats and have them bring it back down to the wagon, and then come back up and we can bring a second barrel down.
I like it. So yeah, you're able to
Legends
make
of
your way
the Wolves Don't
to
eat goats.
Dwimmermount with
18
no
intelligence.
issue. And
Gameplay.
you arrive and set up your mule with John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And you proceed, I would imagine, around the side entrance to
Yes.
the caverns. Okay.
Yeah, where we got that straight shot into the moon water.
The goats piss on their face, automatically drawing one of the wolves to them.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No. And
What, Kitty?
you easily access the caverns in, let's see, the back entrance. Cavern
Crazy.
and cavern with water.
Dude, I'm not
Brilliant.
kidding. You guys just ate.
Look at that.
Come on.
That's pretty.
So yeah, you lead both of your goats and one of your barrels up, and it's probably going to take two of you to carry a full barrel down there. One of you could slowly carry the empty barrel down the steps.
Oh, the goats are. Can the goats not come into the dungeon?
No, you could bring them in. It's an open stairwell. So
Your
yeah,
famous Jules.
yeah, you could certainly do that.
Enjoy it.
Let's see, how do I zoom in on this? There we go. And as you approach, that's already been allowed in my chat. Good job, everybody. Good job.
Yeah, but was it the bush?
Hey, we got teamwork again.
Wait. The real test.
Yep. Thank you,
We're
chat.
good. We're good.
Oh my god.
Hold his bush, everyone.
Yes. Gently. So you guys make your way down the northern staircase and towards the pool of moon water.
True water. I just
True
call
water.
it moon water.
Yeah, you know. Little column A, little column B.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. Shit's all cleared out.
I
Okay.
can help you take one of the barrels.
And even with the noonday sun, there's enough moonlight still being reflected onto the pool that it's glistening brighter than you had ever seen it.
Ooh. Extra potent. Extra true. Wait, how does that work?
Yeah, right?
There's more H2O per H2O.
Oh, it runs on water, man.
This is a planet that runs on water.
Wow.
Gas powered stick never runs out of gas.
So you could lower the barrel and fill it halfway.
Mhm.
Anybody want to drink from it?
I mean,
I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
That-
Make a spell saving throw.
Thank you, choice.
18.
Just let me know if it's a pass or a fail. It has to be above your spell saving.
It's a pass.
Let's go past.
I definitely failed.
I really passed. I did 16.
Nice.
See, I think I found the trick.
And what was the difference in number that you had passed by?
1.
Okay. So for one day. Oh, none of you are casters. Wow.
The two casters are the ones that
Yeah,
make
you believe that you are slightly more intelligent, and if you knew anything about magic, you might actually While everybody's cutting out, let me fix Discord real quick. You might actually feel that your spellcasting prowess was somewhat improved. However, you can't do that, and it's not.
I try to like shoot a fireball out my hand.
Fireball.
That's not how that spell works.
I don't know how that spell works.
Exactly.
I cast magic missile.
Magic
I know how
missile.
that one works.
I do know how that spell works, and that's not how you do it. I would show you, but I'm not trying to shoot you.
I had to pull out my sword and try it with my sword.
So you guys circle to the north and back down around to the south through the now beginning to decay bodies of the kobolds that you had left behind. As you approach the Azoth Spring, you hear groaning of some sort of undead nature coming from it.
I grab my bell and I clank, 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 clank. Walk on in.
And as you approach, you see 6 zombified corpses lingering about around the spring.
Yummy.
Wait, do I have my henchman?
Yes, he's with you.
Okay.
I ring the bell and I shout, Hoffer Conunga damns you! And I roll my 2d6, right? For returning?
Yes. It's
Get a
for a
12.
certain amount of turns, I believe.
No, if it's high enough, flat out destroy undead, although specific undead, different types. Yeah.
Yeah, let me look real quick.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Oh, that's right. I have a PDF for that. Thank you, formerly DM.
Okay, so I successfully turn the zombies. I cannot destroy them, but I rolled an 8, which my number is 7.
Okay.
So they want to flee from me.
Their references. Classes. The Royal Cleric. Does that even have Turn Undead listed?
It's underneath the spell list. Speaking of, I still need
I need to actually read what it does.
spell description.
Spells.
Okay, so yeah, they want to flee from me for number of minutes, I think. Retreat or be destroyed.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it just says they retreat.
Leave from the area. Return. Okay. Yeah, they just flee. Brilliant. Wonderful. So the undead turn around, seeing your frightening clerical presence, and begin to kind of lumber past you up to the north, and then you kind of see them trail outwards to the west, towards where you had slain the dwarf lord.
All right.
So, in the southwest portion of this cave, there's a silvery black, oily liquid bubbling up from a tiny spring on the floor. There's a small pool of this liquid surrounded by a hardened layer of the stuff. The liquid is a magical substance known as Azoth. Now, this is kind of the kicker with this, is the small pool holds about 1 gallon of unrefined Azoth. And it appears that another ounce is trickling forth every turn. So every 10 minutes you could pull another ounce of it out.
Okay, so can we set it up so that it trickles straight into the barrel that's half full of the water? Because we need it as a 50-50 ratio for it to be refined, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got a half full barrel of the true water, and we have that trickle straight in there until it's full, and then we've got a barrel of refined Azoth.
Well, it's a spring, so it's kind of trickling up from the bottom of the stone.
Well, then
you could perhaps have something fashioned that would allow it to drip.
yeah.
So with a 50-gallon barrel, or no, I guess those are 30. Are they 30-gallon barrels? The
You're the DM.
Man.
What up, Psycho? Came back to an empty Discord channel. Feel bad.
Yeah, it would be 50-gallon. 53-gallon technically, because they leave room for air in a whiskey barrel. So, for brevity's sake, we'll call it a, okay, that's fine, Skits. We'll pretend you didn't die. Thank you, though, for giving us a heads up. Oh, it's quite alright. Quite alright. So you could pull the entire gallon. You have 24 gallons remaining. You could fill another gallon in, let's see, 6 turns per hour. We'll call it to be about 2.5 hours per gallon.
Okay. So then,
With someone
2 days to fill a
scooping
barrel?
it.
Yeah, it's 2 days to fill a barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
She upped out.
Honestly, this works out perfectly with doing things. Okay, so we're gonna get the first barrel filled up, and we're gonna start shipping it back to town, while people stay out here with a second barrel and keep filling it.
I like that.
Question is, who wants to stay behind to keep filling? Who wants to take it back? Honestly, I kind of want to go back and talk to the dwarves and, keep checking the statue they're making for me.
Lars and Cars can stay back and fill up the barrels.
Cool. Those zombies might come back here, but they also might find other things to entertain themselves around.
Yeah, they are wandering.
So just be aware.
Okay. So are you guys gonna camp out for the first 2 days and then move the barrel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you say that Car's Blackstrand is a cleric of Car's Carmax, and he's carrying a spear?
Yeah.
I would look to him and tell him that's no weapon for a holy man, and then he would remove the mace from his belt and hand it to him.
Oh yeah, he can't use a spear.
Yeah. That's a great way to lose the connection with your god.
Yes.
So write down that he has a mace that does 1d6.
Yep.
It is, however, fashioned in the head of a goat.
Lars is trying to convince Cars to be a cleric of Hofferkanungar.
To convert to Hofferkanungar.
He's
The
trying.
problem is the family. The family's devoted to Cars Carmex, and you're the black sheep. You get it? Goat,
Yes.
sheep.
Bah.
I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
God damn. I hate it here.
Okay, I'm gonna make a couple of rolls for
No,
the
he's rolling
wandering.
dice.
Yep, dangerous.
He's rolling dice.
If you guys are going to camp out in this little hidey hole for some time here.
Yeah, just a couple of days. Good thing we bought more oil.
Yeah, I bought 20 quarts myself.
Yeah.
This whole 2 days, Lars is trying to turn Cars.
Well, while we're here not doing anything, I'm going to study this scroll of light to where I can cast it without it.
Hey, there you go.
I'm gonna write it in your spell book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, do I get any spells as a cleric?
As a,
Not what
no, not until 2nd level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt's like trying to peek over your shoulder. Hey, mind if I write that in my book?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Oh, so you think, Psycho?
So in the first half of the day, leading into the evening, he's getting there. He's climbing the ladder.
He's about halfway there.
He wants
No.
that potion, man. You never know. We're about halfway through the month. Yep, I knew he wanted the potion. Yep. Oh, I thought you did all. I like shit my pants, dude.
I know you thought.
Oh, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Pavlov.
See, this is, I mean, I give you guys the opportunity. You know, it's up to you. What in the fuck?
Just
is
like
this?
the other DM.
Oh, you guys hear the skittering of what you would recognize as the, oh my god, the sound of large rats in the caverns above you. Though you're quiet enough and there are enough of you that they don't seem to notice your or
I
want
was gonna
to
say, I think we
impede
are
on your
loud enough.
presence. Yeah,
We are loud enough to drive them away.
yeah.
We've got 3 full suits in the party.
Right. And who would like to take the first watch over the night? You guys gotta sleep sometime.
John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt will.
So he'll take first watch and continue filling the.
Oh, before watch, John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt would venture back outside to go let John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt and John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt know what's happening.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, so they know, and honestly, they're probably going to head back into town, so they're not camped out with the wagon for 2 whole days while we're in here filling a barrel.
I assume you're going to tell them that before nightfall.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, the moment we decide that is when they get told, so they can head back home and be home.
Okay. It's close enough you're able to scurry your way through the caverns unnoticed.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, well.
I'm kidding. That's
The
not the John
kobolds
Jacob
fear
Jinglehammer
you.
Schmidt that
Their
goes.
leader is dead, you know. Until there's
I
a new
carry-
war chief, you won't have to deal with them.
I mean, technically, I'm their war chief. I'm carrying his hammer.
Oh, that's fucking true. Yeah, they the kobolds kneel before you as you walk through the cavern. 200 seconds left on the boss.
Oh man.
Yeah. So you send the mule and the cart home with John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
And John Jacob Hammer Schmidt.
to return in 2 days' time.
I really thought that was going to get old after the first game. I'm glad it has.
I dig it, dude. It's great. When you have a party of people who you're just willing your equipment to, it's like, well.
Give it to the guy who's got the same name.
Right.
Well, his
Got my
name is
name
my
on
name
it.
too. Right?
Oh no, he's rolling dice again.
He's got to see if there's encounters for stuff.
So yeah, who's taking first watch? John Jacob?
Yep.
Okay. It's about almost 3 o'clock in the morning when you hear the buzz of the wings of a large insect. It seems almost attracted to the torchlights down below. And as it peeks over the stairway, you see the iridescent body and eyes of a large spitting beetle. What would you like to do?
I cast magic missile.
He's sleeping right now. But that would be a good idea if he were awake. Instead, it's hammer time. Let's see. Yeah, 19. To your AC?
Let's see, let me pull some stats for these suckers, because they're not in my DM guide. Or they might be in the other one.
Would they be in there?
Bitch, I'm in your walls. Right.
Fucking hope this hits him, because otherwise we're fucked.
What'd you get?
19.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
Get out.
Okay. You take 6 damage
Okay. And what did you hit him
from
with?
my magical warhammer made of adamantine.
Okay. You slam the warhammer down upon him, and it slightly slides off of his shell, crushing one of his legs, and he kind of limps forward towards you. Still seems quite alive.
Well, I imagine it's his turn to attack, unless all he's doing is limping towards me, because I'm going to hit him again.
Does a 18 hit?
Nope.
And he goes to bite at you and misses.
I'm pretty sure if he hits, he crits. So,
Yeah.
play that dangerous game. Yeah. Hammer time. Is a 14 enough for you?
A 14 does not hit.
So I miss.
And he attacked again. Missing. What's in here?
I'm not trying to wake the party up, but if sounds of combat do that, then, you know, that's happening.
I mean, it's like one hit, and then he kind of hisses and bites you. I'll say it's not, and you're at the top of the stairs, so it's not quite enough to wake the party below.
Okay. Not at 14, so.
Yep, that also misses. Let me see if I can find stat items before. It's a new monster. And,
You know what I never did? Finish smoking this.
That is.
and he
solid
misses
point.
again with a 16. Psycho says your cats look very distinguished.
How about a 16?
Yeah, she's a little shit.
16 hits.
Psycho says hi, Trina.
All
He
right.
doesn't know the asshole you are, though.
Take 7 damage.
Oh, let's see, 6 and 7. So you crush
There
2
you
of
go,
his
so
other
lost.
legs, and a large portion of the shell on the same side that you'd been striking. And he lurches forward, hissing. He's still clinging to life.
You gonna attack?
Got a 5, missed.
Yeah. Clank, clank. Oh, 10.
Damn. Let's see.
If I had my goat mace, this wouldn't be happening.
I got a 19.
Okay, so you could hit me without critting me.
Yeah, he's a strong little fucker.
Do this for me. 19?
Nice.
Take 5 damage.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Skid's
And-
coming in with 20.
Oh my god. And you drop a crushing blow down upon the beetle, crushing its exoskeleton, squishing beetle guts all over the stone stairwell in front of you.
There you go, Skids. Get your 0.
So stupid. I have the code set 1 to 20. It's like,
Well, that should be
It's
1
not the
to
first time
8.
this happened.
we're, yeah, 1 to 8, but you know, it's like,
'Cause I
okay,
rolled a 0 on a d20.
whatever, stream elements.
Somehow. The best thing ever is like, so, is that like 21?
Right.
It balanced on a side where no side was actually the face-up side.
Right.
Which can only
Perfectly
happen
balanced.
through computer error.
Yep, thank you, stream elements. Hofferkanungra, how could you?
Well, Hofferkunger got into the Dwarven Ale.
Right?
Again.
The D20 says 0. Like, Maybe that's an example of it rolling off the table. Here's your reroll.
Oh, that makes sense.
Um,
It's canon now.
so yeah, you've crushed the beetle, and it's nearing morning. So yeah, I suppose you could stay up through the night, and then you could take your rest while the party fills it during the day.
That was my plan.
So yeah, you're quite tired by the time that you figure it should be morning, and you wake the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, a double failure. Oh no. Yeah, actually it's not a reroll. You failed twice. Haha.
It's a super crit fail.
Right? So let's
So, like, if there's one thing I've learned about this dungeon, it's that this always pays off, and I shove my hand deep inside the bug's guts, and I feel around for gold.
Unfortunately, there is no gold within inside the beetle. He appears to have been eating the moss and lichen on the cavern walls.
Oh, I've been failed.
You want your 14 copper or what?
I mean, if there's copper, I'll take it, yeah.
I'll give you
It's around
14
the
copper just for
I'll take
trying. You have to split it 8 ways.
I get
Well,
2.
technically 2, 3. Okay, 7 ways. No, 7 ways.
So 2.
Well, I guess your sucker brothers aren't in the dungeon right now, so 6 ways. Not so bad. Still 2. But
I'll take the 3 if it's 6 ways.
Yeah, there you go.
So everyone else write down 2 copper.
Swear. So the next day goes surprisingly well, and nothing tries to make an attempt on your encampment. Who wants to take the second watch? Or the second night? Okay. And you can hear kind of a squelching, spongy sound coming from the cavern up above you. You don't quite recognize it, but you know that if there's anything else down in the caverns with you, it's probably dangerous. It doesn't appear to pay any mind to your torchlight. However, you do hear the skittering of spiders
There's dang.
Spooder man.
Oh god.
begin to approach.
This isn't spiders. This is Spooder man.
You hear the light footfalls.
Oh no. Not the spooters.
Hello.
The question is it the friendly neighborhood Spooder man?
Come on,
I don't think
Discord.
it's the friendly neighborhood spooter man.
We can see you and hear you. Okay, now I have to find spooters again. Where are my spooters? Where are my spooters at?
And we don't have the amulet of dank Spooder protection either.
No, you do not currently. Okay. Dank, give me a number before you leave. 1, 2, or 3. The day has been well, thank you. If you're not there, I will roll it. Or if you want to do roll d6, I'll pick from that. 2, I like it. You see at the top of the stairwell the black legs of a giant black widow spider.
Oh no.
It appears to be searching for food. And all 8 of its eyes... Oh, there's no space. You could do roll d6 or just... Why is it not working? Oh,
I know,
sorry, it's
D6
roll
works.
6 or d6.
D6.
I guess I could add roll d6, would make sense. I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay. Roll initiative. So it'll be a d6. You're trying to get higher than I get.
3.
I got a 6.
Do you have a dexterity modifier?
10 kill streak.
I do not.
Okay. That's dope, Psycho.
Okay. So it lurches forward towards you. You see the large red hourglass mark on its abdomen as it strikes at you. Also has a web attack. Wow. Does a 14 hit?
Nope. I have 21 on AC.
Okay. That'll be your move.
Okay.
Fucking right, Psycho.
It's a D20 for a hit, right?
Yeah.
19 plus
Oh, yeah.
2, I think. The
19
hit
will hit.
Cool. Then 1d8.
What's your strength?
14
So
plus
it'd be.
1.
It's just +1.
Damage is 2.
Oh, light coming and swinging.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Okay. So you crack it so hard that one of its legs snaps clear off, and it goes to strike you again. Missing.
Fantastic. 18.
18
So
will hit.
that would be a 20. With my and 6.
6. So with your second blow, you crash down right on the head of the Black Widow spider, splitting its skull, or exoskeleton, splitting its head in two, splattering it all over the already stinking corpse of the beetle. And with that, you made it through the second night. I still have like tavern music playing. I need to change this.
Nah, this is just another night in the tavern, you know?
Yeah, right? The whole time I had tavern music.
God, there's got to be a way to have the dwarves come and like reinforce this doorway without seeing the Azoth spring in here.
Could you guys like build us a door and install it, but not look in the room that we're trying to? Yeah, the dwarves will definitely do that. Yeah, buddy.
Phineas will drop the rock that you have in his hand. It's like, good job, boys. I knew you had it in you. And he'll dust himself off.
Care to burn and inhale some green stuff? Hey, Prof. I don't have my bong in here. I gotta step. Oh, he's got the Gandalf.
Grandolph.
The Grandalf.
Cheers.
Here, I got my little pink vape here. So, which two of you want to attempt to move the barrel?
I was going to strap it between Tooth Bear and Tooth Gnasher.
I like it.
You know, keep it simple. That way I don't have to keep track of like 4 different goat names.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was gonna have the goats carry the full barrel. Figured 2-pack animals should be able to carry a barrel.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, between the two of them, they could easily do that. I'm trying to figure out how much Azoth would be worth.
Because we just destroyed the economy.
Right?
You said you would buy as much as we could bring you.
Like,
I hope your coffers are refilled in 2 days, because we'll be
Yeah.
back.
they've seen like as much of as like a water skin in one place.
Yeah, like the 2 that I left them was like an abundance.
Right? So here's half a barrel. It should keep
no.
forever.
It's a full barrel. Because it was half full of the water, and then we topped it with that, which makes the full thing the.
There's 50
Well,
gallons.
Azoth.
No, it at a 1-to-1 ratio, it counteracts the Azoth. So
Okay,
that it's
so
not,
it
like,
levels to a half barrel.
toxic. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So 25 gallons of Azoth. I'll have more in 2 days.
Let's see. Okay, we're just going to go to the magic item page, and I'm going to come up with a price based on a magic item that might have something to do with that Azoth. I suppose I could have done this earlier because, well, we knew where this was going.
You knew that we were planning on destroying your economy.
Right.
We've known since last week.
But since when has Saturday been known for preparing game? Hence
Right.
the sound test live on stream today.
Right. Yeah, welcome in, everybody.
That being said, Saturday is still one of my favorite DMs ever.
I do what I can. Okay. Boy, I'm gonna have an interesting question for formerly DM. He's gonna be like, they fucking what?
Whoa, well, you have these rules in play, and they can just kind of break the game.
Well, because the thing is the experience is allocated when you leave with treasure. So we're just going to count the Azoth as treasure that can be sold for an amount, which will grant you guys experience.
That's what I thought. We're just power leveling right now.
Next thing you know, we're level 10.
All right, we're ready for second floor.
Yeah, we're level 7. Let's go downstairs, guys.
Right. Okay.
Let's find the next
Let me do a
Azoth
little
tap.
math
We've run
here.
this one dry.
Okay. How much experience do you need to hit level 2 as a cleric?
1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, it ranges between, I think, 1,250 and 2,000. Maybe 1,300 and 2,000 for the different classes.
2 points.
Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry, 2,500 for magic user, 2,000 for fighter.
So I might adjust this in the future. I have to kind of evaluate it because I don't want it to be able to blow everything entirely out of
Well,
proportion. But
I
I'm
mean, also keep in
thinking-
mind that as they receive Azoth, they might not have as high a demand for it, so they might offer less.
Exactly. And I mean, the dwarves have some gold, but it's going to be a chunk of
Economic.
change.
Yeah, but it never said you have to successfully sell the loot. You just have to leave the dungeon with it. We just start leaving the dungeon with barrels full of Azoth and dumping them in the forest.
You guys have to sell the Azoth. God damn it. It's like, nobody needs this anyway. It's like
It's not that high.
it's like sought for enchanting any magical item in the fucking game in the entire
We're
world.
just dumping it in the woods because
Sorry.
no one will buy it from us.
That's how you get magic woods.
You can also have a backstock of it now, which is kind of cool. Okay,
Yeah, right?
I'm going to give you guys 75 gold per gallon.
Okay.
So for 25 gallons, you will receive 1,875 gold.
Okay.
So
Hell
basically
yeah.
an entire level, obviously split 6 ways for this trip. But essentially an entire level per barrel for lower levels, at least.
Yeah. That's great. That'll help us get to level 3. And at
Yeah.
least our henchmen up to level 2.
So how much per person?
So, what was it 1850 you said?
1875 divided by 6.
312.5
Mhm.
per trip. So 312.
And each of the henchmen would receive half of that. Because they only pull half a share. If you want them heavily involved in combat, you could give them a full share. All of your henchmen are in good spirits at this time because nobody's died in quite a while. So you could
Well,
convince any of them to do so.
I was gonna say, could I just state that about my magic user henchman, considering he's been in the dungeon with me doing stuff the whole time?
And survived.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
the other two brothers, I'm fine having them just kind of half level, but magic user so expensive to level up. Like, and this will put him at level 2, so I can cast 2 spells.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm making it entirely easy for you guys to acquire it either, so
No, it still takes, days for us to do.
yeah.
However, we're about to make it easier, because on this trip back to town, I'm going to, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, the smart one, is going to design a system through which it's more or less just like a pipe that we can set up against the spring, so it'll, instead of bubbling out there, it'll bubble out 3 feet higher, and then it's a spigot that it drops out of, so we can just put the barrel under it and let it start
Like it.
filling.
So when John Jacob and John Jacob return with the mule, they tell you that there's been news of a werewolf sighting outside of Muntberg.
I don't get paid enough for that.
And they inform you that you should load up and move swiftly, as night will fall as you're approaching the outskirts of the wall.
Yeah, we should try and get back to town now.
I do
Then-
not experience.
I would actually try and leash the goats to the wagon as well, to ease strain, so they can go at a higher pace for longer.
Oh, I like that. So, as you approach the walls of Muntberg, in the distance you can hear the howling of an otherworldly creature. And you see, as the gate guards begin to kind of look about, they seem pretty nervous. And their commander ushers you in swiftly as you make it through the gates.
So, can I make an intelligence check for John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt to see if he knows about lycanthropy and whether or not we need magical or silver weapons? Or is that going to be a thing that we have to learn through combat?
Yeah, you could see if he would have any knowledge of the sort.
Okay. I made it right on.
Yeah, buddy.
So, is that good enough to know?
He would know that most lycanthropes, just from his reading, have to be filled with a silvered or magical blade or other magical means.
Okay. I would relay this to
That
the
they
party.
do regenerate swiftly as well,
Yeah,
when struck by any other means.
yeah. I relay this to the rest of the party. And insist that maybe we visit our dwarven friends before we set back out to Dwimmermount.
That should be your party name. The Beautiful Bastards.
I mean, does anybody have a charisma over 12?
I have a charisma of 12.
Cars
That's
does.
it. Yeah, 12 is the highest in Las Vegas.
I've got 11, 6, 11, and 11. You can tell they're brothers.
So you guys return to the home of the dwarves, or is there somewhere else you would like to go first?
Honestly, coming back to town here was to see the dwarves.
Yep.
I'm going to talk to them about making that the the metal chute and drip spout that I was talking about, and also about potentially silvering some of the people's weapons, like
Fantastic.
everybody.
Um,
I have 233 silver pieces, if that helps.
yeah, so they reach you and they ask, so did you make it any deeper? It's been, what, 3 days since we've seen you last.
Little help as I'm like rolling the barrel off the wagon.
And two of them come over swiftly. Aye, what did you find down there?
Well, you said you wanted as much of this stuff as we could get.
They look at each other. What's in the barrel?
Crack it open.
And one of them takes essentially a barrel pick, because they would have that sort of thing.
I said
Sets
he
it
goes to
in the
like,
lid and cracks it.
If he goes to tap it, I'm like, no.
No, he opens it from the top.
Okay.
Yeah, should I roll intelligence for that?
Well, because you bring a barrel of liquid to dwarves after a conversation that happened while we were drinking. So, it's possible they went to tap it, and just make sure they know not to do that.
Yeah, they open it and they kind of stare at each other wide-eyed. One of them kind of dips a pinky in and licks it and then shakes violently.
Okay.
That's good stuff. Did you cure this with moon water? Is that why?
Good to go.
Makes sense now. But you do have a full barrel of it. Name your price. Hey, Bongwater, how you doing out there?
I tell him the 1875 that you said. What up, Bongwater?
That seems fair and appears to be the going rate. Well, a little bit under, but being as you have so much of it, it seems
For
fair
friends.
enough.
Yeah, for friends,
Aye, of course. Well, let's drink and I'll count the last of my gold, I suppose. Yeah, you too, brother. We're we're breaking the game, I think 11 sessions in, so this is pretty good.
My bad.
I mean, they put it there, they're right next to each other for a reason.
Yeah, like
if you use your fucking brain.
and you abuse the channel point system.
Well, yeah, the endless full moon does kind of help. There you go. Yeah, that's what it's fucking there for, right?
Doing this once a month is still not a bad,
No,
which we're gonna keep doing it once a month after this full moon phase finishes.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck not?
Because you have 3 days to get it done, and well, I mean, filling the water is easy.
Yeah,
do that
we can have the water filled up and good to go, and just we could have the Azoth being collected the whole time,
so it's
and
2.5 days to fill it, and a day to travel there. So 3.5 days. So you could get. Okay, where's my calculator again? Boy, I love D&D. 8.5 trips. You could get 8 trips in this month.
Mm-hmm. Which we're going to do.
All right, I'm here for it. I don't care.
But okay, no, hold on. Keep in mind though, Saturday we've got one barrel filling while the other is transporting.
Who did you leave there?
There's the one barrel that's back there that Beastborg is sitting with while we're in town selling this one.
Oh, he didn't leave with you.
No, he's back there filling a barrel.
My. Well, you set his shares aside.
No. He's part of the operation because we have to have one person in, or at least, one group in here harvesting more while the other group runs it back. So it's even split between everyone.
Is it just Lars Blackstrand in the cave?
Oh, Lars and Cars are in there. I don't know if anyone else stayed back.
Okay. No, that's great. That's good.
Quit it.
So he hands you quite literally a crate of gold coins, totaling 1,875.
I make sure that the Blackstrand family share gets to their house.
Very good.
And the Jingleheimer Schmidt share, Jingleheimer Schmidt house, and everyone else can take their own money.
And do you wish to stay in your own homes, or are you going to crash with the dwarves?
I mean, if the dwarves have invited us for more feasting and whatnot, then
Oh, they're certainly feasting after the retrieval.
it's rude to turn them down. So yes, I'm gonna stay with them and feast and whatnot. It's
And
not like my family misses me or anything.
yeah, they're all here.
Right.
If
Well,
anybody
no.
wants to drink with the dwarves, you'll make a poison save again.
Okay.
Phineas is gonna try to redeem himself from that. So.
Lars and Cars are just talking to themselves. They're like, I bet they're drinking with the dwarves right now. Those lucky bitches.
You made it by one.
So this night, the Jingleheimer Schmidts drink a little bit too much. Well, okay. The mage, ironically, the one with the highest constitution is
Mhm.
okay, but everyone else has just a little, and they get a little drunk.
You take 1 damage, which you can sleep off.
Cool.
If you wish to continue drinking, you can try again at -2.
Oh no, no, they're outside puking and they're done for the night.
A little bit of alcohol poisoning, anybody? Huh?
It's like-
Anybody? So yeah, after another night of drinking and merriment with the dwarves, I don't know if anybody wrote down their names, but eventually we'll come up with a family name for these dwarves.
I don't know that we've ever gotten their names
Might
canon,
have.
but
I think it was
like
episode 5 or 6. I'll have to go back.
like my mage for sure would have, speaking Dwarven and whatnot.
We're just gonna. I'm gonna make a name for them right now. All good dwarves need a good.
The
Here's
Oaken
here's a good.
bucklers.
Stonehammer.
Stonehammer. I like it.
They are the Stonehammer dwarves.
The Stonehammer clan.
The name I rolled was Thorin Stonehammer.
Okay. I like
So,
it.
Yeah, that'll be the name of their leader.
If ever,
The eldest dwarf.
if ever the Jingleheimer Schmidt's party wipe, then I will bring in the Stonehammer clan.
Yeah,
and I will
actually,
roll
in
nothing but
being that
dwarves.
you guys have befriended them, you can now hire dwarven henchmen and create a character as a dwarf.
Yeah.
However, when you make a dwarven character, there's also another roll to see if the character is actually born or not. So we'll create some
'cause
sort of
the
time
dwarf-
limit on that. But yeah, they can become stillborn, which means they're just a stone statue of a dwarf.
Because they carve their brethren out of stone.
Which means that the 2 stone pillars outside the house are actually
Going to be
stillborn
new dwarves.
dwarves. Yep.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt is going to learn this process. And that's how
Tasty
the
with big
dwarf,
bad.
the Dwarven John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt will be born.
Do another big bad. Lars,
It's gonna happen.
you hear? Oh, fucking
Whoa, the
99.
99.
Big rolls.
Do I do it? Do I get anything for that?
What were you trying to do?
Nothing.
You know,
I'll just roll.
instead of sending the carcass scavengers at you that I was going to, you hear murmurs of human voices
Would you like to buy our potions?
Fuck, we're
You
Cars
can
and Lars.
hear the armor of one of them kind of clanging through the caverns up into the north. What would you like to do?
Lars.
You can hide, you can greet them, you could attack them. But it sounds like possibly three or more humanoids.
I'm just gonna assume that Cars is the one awake with both of them going back and forth sleeping.
Mhm.
Cars is going to wake up Lars
Mhm.
and tell him to be ready, and then he'll go and they'll go talk to them.
Good. I would point out that in one day, you guys would burn 6 pints of oil and 24 torches. Unless you want to just sit in the darkness, but you need light for filling the Azoth.
Mm-hmm.
How long does an oil lantern go for?
So 6 pints will get you a day,
A whole day.
and it can hold 1 pint at a time. 1 pint at a time.
Get out of
I don't think I have any extra oil. I think I have just the lantern. So I have
Right.
that,
I
and
would have left him with backup oil if I knew he only had the one thing of oil.
So the oil itself. Let's see.
It was 12 gold for
6 of them.
was it 6. Yeah.
Sorry. So 12 gold per day.
I would have left him with like probably 24 ounces. More than enough.
24 pints.
Pints, yeah, not ounces. What I meant.
So yeah, enough for 4 days. And just make sure you guys mark that on your inventory and so on as we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway. So yeah, you wake him up, and they still don't seem to have noticed you quite yet.
Yeah, Beastborg's not in the full suit.
Fucking
He's
stoner.
clank everywhere.
Guilty.
Lars is in a suit armor. Cars is not though.
Oh yeah, he does have suit armor, so.
Yeah.
But he's
Lars-
not the one that's moving out to meet them. Clank, clank, clank.
Both of them would be going to meet them.
Okay. So, as you get to the top of the staircase, they begin passing in from. Let's see, what's the map over there? They're passing through the corridor from the north, and you hear them kind of murmur towards each other. Say, "Hey, cleric, what are you doing down here?"
Oh, we're just camping out right here. Got kind of tired.
Surprising to see someone wearing the sigil of Kars Carmax, but I feel that I recognize you from Muntberg. We saw that the door was open, and we just kind of let ourselves in here. And you see a party comprised of what you assume is a magic user, a thief, a cleric, and 2 fighters. Find anything
well-
good down on this side?
Yeah, it's just a very peaceful side here. Nothing really here.
Some zombies that wandered off that way.
Just a couple zombies.
And
Aye.
bugs.
Yes, we've slain quite a few of them, and several kobolds as well. Unfortunately, we lost one of our party members and could not double back for him. He will be remembered.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
He knew the perils that lie within.
What was his name? I don't know.
His name was Human One.
He will be remembered. What was his name? I don't know.
Drew Brightwood was his name. Shall be remembered. Or at least until the end of this episode.
So true.
Well, if you have nothing of value down here, I suppose we will continue on our way then. Well met, friend. May you find your way, you and your brother there, back to Muntberg safely. It's dangerous for only two of you.
We have other party members. They just went back to town for a moment.
Oh, good, good. And they left you here.
Yes. They was urgent. We had to stay back and fight off kobolds.
I see. These caverns appear to be swarming with them. Well, we're going to head to the north. We heard tale of a giant spider lair down here. We wish to do away with it.
Finally!
Hey, Prof with the big bad.
Talking about.
So yeah, they head back up to the north through the other cavern entrance, and their light begins to dim. Begins to dwim.
Against the Dwimmer.
Alright, so see you later.
Hey, have a good night.
I'll take that as they did not notice the water.
No, they didn't look into the cavern that you had come out of. They just assumed you were camped out down there.
Good. They do not need to know about that.
You narrowly escaped it. Could have let the cat out of the bag. They wouldn't have known what the fuck to do with it. I mean, there's Azoth springs all over the place. There was shit bubbling up in the main part of
They're like,
the
why
hall.
are you putting that in a barrel?
Right? They're like, okay,
see the barrel.
whatever, kid.
We just hope their magic user rolls high. You know, misses his int check.
Right? Drinks a little
What
bit
you
too
got
much.
there?
Yeah, he drank the moon water and failed his save. And he looks at the Azoth like, oh, bubble black liquid, bad. You
Dips a
guys
pinky in
stupid.
anyway.
Ha ha, walks off.
Amazing. So at this point, is there anything that you guys need in Muntberg?
Yeah, I asked the dwarves how many of our weapons they could silver in the over the next, this day before we head out in the morning, because it took a half day to get home. It's gonna take us a half day to get back, so that's the day in town spent gathering supplies and prepping.
Well, we couldn't silver them in a day. It needs some time to properly cool. I suppose we could do...
Do you have anything made of silver?
No weapons, unfortunately. We have, coin and trinkets, and unfortunately that's about it. Though if you have the coin to spare, we could certainly silver a weapon or two for you. It'd take us about 3 days.
Alright. I would give them John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt's spear. Actually, both of their spears. And I'd give them 233 silver coins. And if anyone else has a metal weapon they want silvered, I recommend giving it dwarves. you might be without your weapon for like a day or so.
Well, so they could do 2 and 3 days. They have 2 forges available.
Oh, okay. So then I would have them do the 2 spears for now,
Okay.
unless someone else wants to have one of their weapons done
So
immediately.
they'll do the task for free for you, especially considering what you've provided to them. It'll take the equivalent of about 100 gold per weapon, or 100 silver per weapon.
Per weapon. Okay.
And basically, the process is they're going to dip it in the molten silver multiple times and then resharpen the blade.
And I tell them that I'm willing to compensate them for any silver they have to use of their own.
You say, well, for the spearheads, this should be plenty. If we were doing a long sword or a Zweihander, it might be substantially more, but this should get the
Understandably.
job done. And 2 of them scuttle off to the forge and begin the process for you.
Alright, so between Gunner or Werewolf, bring him to me. As I hold the hammer.
I'll take it one better. I'll bring you to that.
That also works.
Let's see. Oh. Yep, the enchanter lies within Dwimmermount, unfortunately. Oh.
Adios, fuck you.
No, it's... For some reason, this thing's having issues. I gotta check for updates again on it. Okay.
Tactic won't really work with your hammer, per se.
No.
It's not an edged weapon, so you can't overcload him.
Oh, no. No. I am a man of the cloth, as they say, as he clanks his steel armor.
I am a man who's staying alive.
As am I, as he clanks his steel armor.
Magic users do get better, I swear.
Eventually, they get what's called mage armor.
So you guys want to return to the mountain?
Yes.
Okay, so you leave in the morning, arriving kind of...
Oh, how much do they want for building my little spigot?
It will take them a couple of days to assemble the contraption. I would say...
Oh.
All the parts, everything said and done. 45 gold.
Alright. I would give them 45 gold up front.
So basically it's going to be a mechanism that pipes up. In some way it'll be threadable or inset into the base of the Azoth well.
Yeah, so it bubbles up my thing instead of into a little pool reservoir that
With
it
like a
has.
spigot that goes over into the barrel. Gotcha. So yeah, the piping and the time to do so, I should have it ready for you within maybe 2 days' time.
Okay.
And he sends one of the other dwarves out to the market to fetch him some supplies. Is there anything else that you guys need to pick up before you leave?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, the thief, would get things that are required to set up some traps Trying to think of what kind of traps we would want to set up in there. Probably some bear traps. You know, set up like 4 or 5 different bear traps of varying sizes throughout the entranceway into the Azov Spring. We're gonna make sure that everyone in the party knows where they're placed. And before the goats come through, we will spring them and then reset them after the goats leave.
You almost had a piece for.
Hush.
So yeah, for the traps, you know, I would say an iron bear trap. Figure. You know, for a large animal trap like that, we'll call it 25 gold.
Okay, so 125 gold for 5 of them.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you could purchase those through the general store.
cool. Get them from Tayson.
Mm-hmm. While you guys travel during the day. A small patrol of kobolds moves past the little cavern that you guys are filling the barrels in. And they pay no mind to you as their war chief has been slain by one of your party members.
They know. They know that you are partied with their new war chief.
There's 12 different bad things that could happen, and I got the kobolds. Yep. Yep.
I love it.
The ones that are actively terrified of you guys. Nice.
Right. Okay.
That's the
Fine,
problem
then.
with the enemies becoming sentient, is they can become afraid.
Right, and they are quite afraid. So
Mindless enemies, you know, you can't really
Right.
scare them.
yeah, the green slime, those kind of things, they're probably just going to
Zombies.
keep... Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no,
unless
that's
you're a
not true.
cleric.
I can scare zombies.
They're like, oh, see you later then. I don't want to die.
As the kobolds
Again.
walk away, can I talk shit to them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can lick your thumb and spit in their general direction.
I'll do all of the above. And then more.
Call their mother a hamster.
Right.
Their father smelt of elderberry.
Fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberry.
Now
So
go
good.
away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
You guys are the best.
Tar nuggets.
So you guys make your way back to Dwimmermount without being accosted by anything. And you send your goats, and I suppose you don't really need the other barrel yet. Oh no, I guess you do if you're going to swap it out.
Processed. You bring the empty and swap it with the full.
Oh, yeah, that's true, but it has only been a day, so you'll still need another day and a half to fill it. So
Has it
you...
been 2 days? Didn't we that one party show up? Wasn't that one day?
Yeah, that was during the night, and then it takes them half a day to travel, so that's why I rolled the kobolds for you.
Okay, gotcha.
So you make it around the mountainside pathway into the eastern entrance of the first level of Dwimmermount. And you have no issue making your way back to Lars and Cars.
Oh, I was gonna say, and actually staying outside is going to be my cleric and my fighter.
Okay.
As the wizard and the rogue go in, the rogue is going to be setting up the traps.
Oh, I dig it.
And he waits until the goats have the goats aren't coming in yet, so the traps are getting set up. And like I said, I want to get them in the entranceway before you can even get down into the cavern to see the Azoth there. I want bear traps snapping and people screaming before they have even seen what the treasure is at the back of the cave, you know?
Brilliant.
So that way anyone back in here can rush out to meet them and be like, hey, get out of here. Would you like to buy our potions? Our potions are poisons.
We are dungeon merchants.
Our potions are poisons and they are on our weapons.
So good. Holy shit, I just read something about they have an NPC list for Muntberg. There's a pair of twin brothers named Lars and Lorne.
I'm changing cars to Lord now.
What? Go ahead, you are now those guys. I just saw it as a sidebar. I'm like, what the fuck is all this?
Who are they? Just out of curiosity, like who are they in town?
It doesn't say much. It says that they're two twin brothers. They're skilled with slings. Oh, I see. These guys are for optional hirelings. Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. That's amazing.
Okay, so
I can have slings.
I would have held on to 33 of those silver coins because they didn't need them, right?
So yeah, you guys find your way back down towards Lars, and it'll take another day and a half to continue filling. Keep in mind you're burning 24 torches or 6 pints of oil per day.
Oh, I would have bought more oil because I left the rest of my oil with him.
You know, a really nerdy 1980s dungeon master would have said, "Well, you didn't,
No, you didn't.
say you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say you were buying more
Yeah.
oil. I asked you when you were in town, and
So
that's
this
fine.
dungeon master is watching me smoke weed while I play. So
He's put right ahead.
God damn it.
I've got an
we're
ogre
gonna
slaying knife.
we're gonna do 48 gold for 4 more days worth of oil, just so I got another stock. Because I left him
Brilliant.
with 4 days here, so he's got plenty. But I'm at
So you would have used how many points? 6.
by now it would be probably 12 or 10, because we're about at the end of the second day.
Okay, how many did I have again? Fuck.
Man, I keep getting
Oh.
really low rolls on my monster now.
I left you 24.
24. Okay, so 14.
So as you approach, between you and the opening to the Azoth Spring, where your party members have continued filling the barrel, you see what you would all recognize as a fire beetle wandering in the cavern.
Splash true water.
Do it. See what happens.
Do you? Oh, you have a water skin with it, don't you?
Because I filled the 2 of them that I had with the refined Azoth and kept the 1 in case I wanted to drink it. But I'm gonna squirt this motherfucker. Because I don't have my tanky boy down here. This is terrifying.
Let's see, the true water is in.
Did it come through the bear traps? Oh wait, no, I didn't set them up till after we're leaving. Or you said that was on the way out anyways.
What's that?
Well, the fire beetle was on the way out.
He's basically, as you guys are going towards Lars, he's between you and the opening into the Azoth chamber.
Oh, okay, that's on the way in.
Yeah.
Then yes, I would squirt him with the true water, and then hide behind. Fuck, no one in here has soup plate, do they?
I don't think it does anything
I have
unless you actually drink it.
Is the fire beetle not actually on fire? It's just what they call them.
Yeah, it just
'Cause if
has two glowing glands above its eyes and one near the back of its abdomen. They give off a low light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay, then yeah, no, I would not squirt it with the water.
I see where you're going with that, though. It's like, what would this do to it?
In that case, I am going to cast, rock.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
20!
Phineas, he'll twin cast and also cast rock.
Oh shit, we got the double rock coming out. Come on, 20 with me, 20 with me.
What's your initiative?
I rolled a 4.
You got higher than me.
Nice.
Rock his world.
That's 13.
13 unfortunately misses.
It's alright. He just made his reflex save, so he only takes the damage from part of it. What was rock damage again?
D4.
Yeah.
D4. That's insane, and I love it.
I
Take
mean,
3 damage.
alright.
Or no, sorry. Take 6 damage.
Ooh. What is this do?
I zinged that fucking rock.
So the first
okay.
one plinks off of its shell and carapace, and the second one just like catches right under it between its neck and its head, and it's like stuck sideways, kind of beginning to spin. You know, like one of your tank treads gets fucked up. It's just kind of doing that.
Yeah, I hit it and it turns to look to see what the fuck it was, and then the actual rock comes in and it gets stuck right there.
Plink. Oh.
Good distraction.
I mean, D4 makes sense. Like, if you get a rock thrown at you, like, that's fucked
I mean,
up.
that's what we established because I'm like, I have a spear, but I'm not going up there. I'm going to throw a rock.
Yeah, I like it.
How about we have to do dagger damage?
It's been a long-standing thing in every D&D game I've ever played. It's like, are there rocks around, though? Like, yeah, there's probably rocks.
I throw one.
So
No, it's better than my biggin who threw rocks at 2d6 plus strength and a half.
That's so fucking metal.
And
I
then
also throw
the fucking
rock?
game,
Yeah.
let him fill up a barrel.
I throw great swords.
Prof, I got a 21 to hit you.
You hit.
Yep. 19 plus 2, baby! So he comes down on you with a pretty nasty bite, dealing 8 damage. Oh no.
Oh no. I don't like that.
Oh wait.
face.
Oh, you're not in your plate mail.
No, this is magic.
He's outside.
This is Magic John Jacob Jingle-Hunch. He was a good brother.
Where is it?
Cool, I'm not crying.
Oh, it's on the... Okay, hang on, I have something for this. Maybe. Maybe. the page load? Oh my god. I don't think it's gonna... Oh, here we go. And the bite gnashes through the arm. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. He lays on the ground, bleeding out, calling for his brothers and his mother as he passes away into the darkness.
I
Okay, I wasn't
Enraged.
crying.
I enrage of seeing this happen, swing my sword right at its head,
Mm-hmm.
hoping to decapitate it.
Yep. You hear the squeals and the cries of John Jacob.
Instead of crying, could he drink a health potion?
I got a 13.
There could have been 6 of those things. I rolled a 1. That's amazing.
Oof.
You got a what?
I got a 13.
A 13 barely misses.
Fuck.
You do have cars. He can also make an attack.
Cars is going to take this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry. I hate to interrupt,
Yep, what do you got?
but something I did not do. Because we got out of the dungeon with that Azoth, and that was enough XP. I did
Give
not
him-
gain. I did not gain my 4 extra hit points, which pushed me at 9 total.
No way.
You're at 1 hit point.
I'm at 1 hit point.
It didn't cut your arm off, but it did definitely bloody the fuck out of you. Oh, fuck you!
He falls to the.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm about 1 hit.
You know,
about to
1
get-
HP means ready for combat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
I
let's
look up
go.
against the, I look at him and be like, I thought you were dead.
Is Cars gonna make an attack?
He's Cars and awed about what just happened with John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. He will swing his mace and try to bash his skull with this Hoffaker number mace.
I was getting ready to roll up a new mage, and then I was like, wait a minute, he leveled. Why is he still at 5 HP?
You have 5 HP. or something?
I have 14 charisma.
Ah, 3. I
I
rolled
have
a
4
one.
HP.
Ah,
Or constitution, not charisma. Derp.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
oh, technically
Pretty
it's a 4. I
bad.
forget. Yeah, it was a 4.
Right.
I get plus 3.
4 to hit.
Yeah, 4 to hit.
Unfortunately, it's not even a glancing blow as you swing at the air 2 feet in front of the beetle.
Miss.
Phineas, yep, now is the time.
Fuck you, beetle.
Cars hits the floor and rattles his arm from hitting the ground.
5.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I flip him off and fire a magic missile on my finger.
And it darts forward, passing through the beetle. And you kind of look down and you can see just this ooey gooey hole that it left in its wake. And it kind of struts around slightly and falls over on its side. The legs kind of curl up underneath it. And the lights begin to dim.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt staggers over to it and magic missiles it. For 3 more damage. Stupid! But it was worth it.
Just blasts a second hole through it.
It fucking Deadpool's this motherfucker.
Sometimes you gotta double tap. Always double tap.
If I had more spell slots, I would have blam, blam, blam. So stupid. So worth.
Can Cars just like repeatedly just be smashing it with his mace?
You guys
Well,
just continually smash this beetle until it's just a
You
pulp
do have
across the
unlimited
ground.
smash per day with mace.
Yeah. It's a
I
really
have
good
limited
spell.
spell slots. Yeah, but smash is a cantrip. You can just cast that every turn.
That's outstanding.
Oh yeah, his name isn't Cars anymore. That's right, it's Lorne.
Lorne, yes.
That's right.
Lorne,
Lorne.
aka Cars Blackstrand.
Lorne.
Well, okay, and that's the thing. If you're not named Cars, you don't have to be a worshiper of Cars Carmax. You could be a worshiper of
Exactly.
Hoverconundra.
Technically, if you're a worshipper of Cars Carmax, you are an enemy to the people of Muntberg. You would worship a Tyke or Typhon. Or Hoverconundra.
Or Hoverconundra.
You can worship Cars Carmax. It's just he is a notorious kind of necromancer asshole.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the one that like was the reason that a lot of shit was bad for a while.
He refined and exported so much Azoth that it warped his mind to the point where he attempted to become immortal.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry, guys. We're not going to go that far.
No, I
Just
hope
in case anyone was wondering.
hope
Stop
we go
anytime
that
I
far.
want.
These characters ends up being bosses for our next characters.
Oh, no.
He has like an army and he just sends them one by one.
So brutal.
We wonder why Saturday's so kind to us and gives us all the magic items on this run.
Yeah, you go get them. That's great. Yeah, just pool them all in one place for me. I mean, for you.
No, then at the end of the campaign, it's like, no, let me see your character sheets, guys. Let's run it again.
Yep. New Life Plus.
Right.
Or New Game Plus.
Remember how badass your old characters were? Now you have to fight them. And loot is way harder to come by. Those
Yeah, it's been
Azov-
100 years. Dwimmermount sealed again.
Those Azov springs have been run dry by your old party.
So good. I'll send you guys the backstory pages on Dwimmermount if anyone's curious, because there's like a whole lore and history as to the whole thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps with roleplay.
So we've been up for about 6 hours. I think maybe we'll call it there.
I drink a healing.
That's a very good idea. You're getting a little crispy there.
It was what,
And,
D8 plus 1?
Yeah,
Cool, because I'm back at full.
that's the
Rolls.
ticket.
Lauren is going to announce he is a cleric of Hoverconundra. Only he was one of Cars Carmax, but he has much more fun using this mace. In the name of Hoverconundra.
It's like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the necromancer is the bad guy.
Exactly. I was just like, I've been trying to tell you this for years, dude.
So let's see, where do we send it to? So when we come back, you guys will,
Lauren is like 14, and this is the like his angsty teenage years. He decides
Going
to
through an
worship
emo
Cars
phase,
Carmax.
okay? He's finally got over his emo phase.
I feel that.
He's now in his goat phase of life.
So yeah, when we get back, you guys will, have, what, another,
Another barrel ready to go.
well, you'll still have a day to wait, and then it'll be entirely full.
Ah,
So you'll have basically one rest, and then,
oh, that's right. The beetle was on the way to the barrel.
yeah. Let's see who's up playing some D&D right now.
Down to Dice playing Cyberpunk Red campaign. And then Jay's on, looks like.
It sure is. Hey, would you look at that?
He's live.
Would you look at that?
Look at that.
Just look at it.
Man, thank you guys for hanging out. It's been 6 hours we've been up. Played some D&D, some War Thunder.
6 hours we've been up, you say?
Some Diablo 4.
I want to go see the outros outside.
Let's do another 6. Cram in some more War Thunder, some more D4. I'm gonna send it out to Jay Pilgrim. How did I fuck that up? His name is right there.
There's 2 M's.
Invalid. Alright, oh. I always try to do the at. Because he's also lurking here. Hey, there we go. Professional streamer. Give Jay some love. I think... Oh yeah, they are running their D&D campaign. Yeah, let's go. Yes, we stream, you know, maybe once or twice a week. Come on over to the Discord. You guys will figure it out. Put the link out there.
Yeah, okay.
But no, really, thank you guys for hanging tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to D4. I'm only mildly jaded. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. I'm less jaded than I thought I would be about the game, so that's good.
Level 21 shots tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have a story together.
Need a story. Just have to go fight something in the market.
I guess I could just random generate a dungeon. Oh.
If you want to, I'm just saying. not your
Oh,
fault.
I'm tempted. We shall see. Is it D&D or is it Diablo 4?
Yeah.
New name. How about now?